name is Maiwa Nigeria, and you're welcome to this episode of Conversation on Ekiti, the online media talk show that brings you the intricacies of Ekiti elections as they unfold. Two major events happened this week as regards Ekiti election. First, the PDP has decided to cancel the Congress elections that held in the 107 vote on the 15th of January. And this week, we cancelled that election based off protests and calls for complaints by Shegun Olujimi Abiodun and the other candidates' factions when they led movements to say that what happened at congresses were not fair and the Congress was not just.
His members loyal to governorship aspirants, which includes Shegun Biodun Olujimi, Olushola Eleka, were shocked when they learned that some names were being compiled in a hotel by the former governor Ayodele Fayose. The situation led to a protest this Monday morning as some party faithfuls joined the aspirants to call for a total cancellation of the process.
One person hijacked all the materials and went to write all the list. I mean, when you write all the list, you broke all peace agreements. So all the peace agreements have been broken. The way forward, the party must do the needful. They must call a meeting, and the meeting must be a meeting of truth. Why one person all the time?
When there was no Congress, you can only appeal for a Congress that is wrongly done or badly done. I don't know how illegality can come upon legality can come upon illegality. When there was no Congress, I don't know what we are appealing.
I was on the ground at Ekiti, and as you saw in that video, the way the Congress was conducted in that particular way was stellar. INEC also commended the process by saying that the process of that election was good. Security agencies commented that the elections were okay.
Why is the Olujimi and the Oni faction denying that primary?
Because it did not go their way. I'll be glad to tell you that all of them, they are one and the same. Whatever they are alleging, had it been it has gone in their favor, they wouldn't be alleging anything.
Still remains like business as usual. Yes. The person in charge of power still wants to maintain the status quo. And at this point, people are already tired and they basically want to liberate themselves. You know, they feel this is a democracy and there must be a democratic process in every of these struggles. And as a matter of fact, every stakeholders matters and everyone must be brought to book for proper negotiation. So far so good. A fraction of the party sabotage the Congress, and you definitely knows that there will be an aggrieved member. So,
is there proof of this sabotage? Is my question.
Of course, there are a lot of proofs across other states and all. In Ikole local government, there are community that election materials never got to them. Some electoral materials were taken whisked out from Court Hotel via the back door. Ladder was seen at the back of the hotel that was used as escape route. You know, a whole lot of things like that. But then, as a leader, you need to be able to at least negotiate your way with other aspirants, bring them on board. At least reach out to 60% of them, is a reasonable number. Not when you're trying to stay alone and you have other forces against you. So it sends a very strong signal that the only thing that makes you a leader is when you have followers. You cannot just be alone and call yourself a leader.
Do you think the PDP elections, primary election, will go successfully on the set date?
Thank God the timetable is out. So if they want to shoot themselves in the leg, they should. But they are all capitalists, and they will eventually close ranks. They will make sure they present somebody, at least even if the option of changing candidates will now arise. They will first
present somebody
to secure their mandate within the timetable of INEC.
We finally received an update. And because of this protest, the National Working Committee, headed by Senator Yocha Ayu, has decided to cancel the result of that Congress. And it has then been decided that it is the 1,185 delegates who are leaders of the PDP across all the wards in Ekiti State that will vote in the primary election that will be conducted on the 26th of January. So second major update for this week, the APC has finally decided to conduct direct primaries to pick the candidates of the party in the state. And these were some individual reactions that drove that decision.
And I think the primary being direct gives every member of the party the right, the privilege to choose who to be the card bearer of the party. Not the cases we've been having in time past that some delegate that has been planned will just come and pick someone. No, but since this one is an opportunity for everyone to exercise their own franchise as well.
We can't be talking about the youth population without talking about how many youths even have card-carrying members
Of political parties.
Yes. So if the youths are not card-carrying members of APC, then it is still the APC's business as usual. So, but then, and then as regards that, it will also test the sincerity of the youth to take over this country, as I have said. Because for me, there is nothing so different between the direct primary and the general election. They distribute money.
Correct.
So they will still distribute money. So it now depends on whether the youth will take money or vote for their conscience.
70% of party card-carrying members are the
Old women. Yes. I've even seen it firsthand.
We now bringing the advantage of the direct primary to the youth constituency. Which advantage do we want to have when we don't even have the card to vote? It's unlike the PVC that everybody has. I agitated for it when the process was ongoing. If you want to change a system, you have to join them. You can't be on Twitter, be shouting, and you did not even belong to any political party. Even if it is ACDP, go and join one party. That is the first step to solve the problem we have in this country. See what is playing out now. Assuming the youth has a larger percentage of this dispensation, we have the card. Like they can bring any youth outside. Since we know our vote is what will make it emerge.
But another question is, are we organized as youth? We are not so organized. So we need to continue to mobilize ourselves, close ranks, and have a unified position on this thing. For instance, ask somebody who is a real party member as a youth that what is your position on the issue we have been having, rotating the same set of leaders?
Correct.
They will not want to talk because somebody who is loyal to Sheguni will not want to say something that will affect his ambition to become the governor of Ekiti State. Or
affect him to become member of a board.
Yes, so those are the issues we see. Selfish interest of youth is affecting our collective fight. So, well, like I said, we'll wait and see. So whatever happens in this APC primary might actually determine
who will become the governor.
What will happen at the general election.
So as we move closer to the election, politicking that is surrounding the election becomes more deeper. You are going to see the intrigues that is going around in how by January 29th, parties must have submitted their candidates to INEC by that date. Alright, so that's that on this episode of Conversation PDP. Thank you for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel. If you are new here, please share with your friends and let other young people see this content. My name is Maiwa Nigeria, and I wish you a beautiful weekend. Thank you.